but these became the chosen people of God, the people who are the original Hebrews, which were the original Jews.
Here he go trying to sell you the concept of a creator creating a bunch of humans and having a favorite kind. Y'all, that's crazy as hell. He giving you the same biblical shit. But instead, he telling you, nigga, you ain't the Gentile. You actually the Jew. You the Hebrew. This nigga is just the same thing that the Hebrew Israelites doing. We identify with slavery, y'all, and that's sad. That's why they call it slave culture. Slavery has become something we identify with. Why you think the Hebrews call themselves Israelites? Because they can identify or relate to the people in mythology who were enslaved. Why do you think this nigga call us black extraterrestrials or space Hebrews? Because it was said that the Anunnaki created us as a race of slaves. Listen to me, that's called manifest destiny. If the Anunnaki is God or the God race, then their will was for us to be slaves. Farrakhan said the same shit. He said it was the will of Allah for black people to be slaves as the chosen people of God. And he started naming a bunch of shit why it was the will of God, saying because we the strongest and it was necessary for us to know who we are and all that. I said, well, if God wanted my damn ancestors to be raped just to learn who I am, then fuck God. I don't want to never know who the fuck I am. If niggas got to get hung and burnt alive for you to know who you are, nigga, it ain't that deep. I don't got to know who I am, bro. It ain't that deep. Fuck it. You can call me who you want. If children gotta get through the alligators for me to know who I am, then I don't want to know who I am. I'm serious. I don't even want to know who the fuck I am. It ain't even that deep, my nigga. This is how they sell you manifest destiny, y'all. They try to tell you it was God's will for your people to be enslaved just so they can be chosen. Nigga, you can take this little title back called chosen if chosen mean I was just chosen to be a fucking slave. You niggas take pride in slavery. This kind of mentality right here is why niggas in the hood argue about who struggled the most. White people argue about who didn't struggle the most. You niggas feel like you ain't really black for real if you didn't struggle. Because you identify struggle as a part of your culture. And it's sad. Let me show you how sad it is. When you think of skiing, you think of white people. When you think of kung fu and martial arts, you think of Asian people. When you think of struggling, you think of niggas. Because we've made struggle a part of our culture. We identify ourselves with suffering. So much so that a nigga would joke on you if you grew up and you didn't go through nothing. That's sad. That's sad that you identify. People think about it. Carlton on Fresh Prince didn't struggle. Will Smith struggled. And who got all the girls and who was the coolest? Will Smith. But he didn't have a stable fucking household. Carlton was considered the square because he was smart and grew up without struggling. And that's how they make the struggle life attractive to you. You think if you grew up with a good daddy and a good household with money and you was stable, that damn it, I'm a square. Rich black kids go to the fucking hood just to hang out in the gutter to get their stripes. This is why we moving backwards. We identify with struggle so much, a nigga got more interviews about what he went through than what he overcame. I said we identify with struggle so goddamn much, we got more damn portrait out there talking about what we went through than what we overcame. I gotta smoke, man. If you read the story of the Anunnaki, it tells you that the Anunnaki created a slave race to mine gold. Nigga, they doing that in Africa right now. They got slaves over there mining diamonds and gold for a nickel a day. and it ain't the goddamn Anunnaki making them do it, nigga. You pride yourself in being a black extraterrestrial because you identify with the slavery. The nigga ain't told you you was the Anunnaki. He told you you was the slave race that they created. Because that's how we find ourselves in slavery struggle. Show us where some people struggle at, and guess what niggas gonna say? Oh, that's us right there. Struggle? Oh, they were struggling? They're my ancestors. Oh, they were slaves? That's us right there, baby. Did someone say slaves? That'll be me. It ain't what they call us. It's what we answer to. They called you a slave and you answer to it. And you start to identify as a slave. So no matter what mythology you give black people, they're going to find a people within that mythology who was in bondage and identify themselves with the slaves. It's ridiculous. It's a sick psychosis, y'all.